Hello.
Hi,
Hi. What's your name, baby?
Jasmine,
Jasmine. Where you calling us from?
Orlando, and I'm sorry my voice, like I'm a little sick.
Oh, okay. Orlando. How old are you, Jasmine?
30.
30. What do you do for a living?
So I have my own fitness business as well as I work as an adjuster for insurance.
Okay, fitness business and an adjuster. Do you
Mhm.
have any kids?
I do one,
One child. How old's your child?
3.
3. Why you not with the dad?
No, it just didn't work out. It started getting really toxic, so eventually we had to split.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, what's your zodiac sign?
Gemini.
Gemini.
Hmm.
So this is Jasmine, Orlando, Florida, 30, Gemini, fitness instructor, you said?
Hmm.
And also an adjuster, insurance adjuster.
Right.
One child, that's 3. All
Hmm.
right, but what kind of man you looking for?
A loyal man. I honestly am at a point now where I'm wanting to get married. So, like, I need someone who is okay with obviously having a child because I have a child. So, just family oriented. Just really just someone who kind of, I don't want to say old school because I'm still young. So, I still like to have a good time with my partner, but someone who's willing to settle down and sit down, and start a family, really.
Okay. Does he have to look a certain way?
I do like, a certain look. I'm not like picky. I think I just have to be attracted to them, and sometimes that looks different. I've dated different men and they look different before, but I would prefer someone who isn't out of shape, and when I say out of shape, maybe just not so unhealthy, but I'm not also looking for six pack either.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Um, Someone who doesn't believe in God, someone who isn't like, I guess you would say, I need someone who's very who has patience and is willing to like work through things.
Okay. So we did, what about money? Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Yeah, I don't want to sound like some type of way when I say this, but I am used to men who are successful, and I would just say like I do love intelligent men. So usually intelligent men have, I would say the funds, but I also am not a person who asks for money. I make my own money, but I would like someone that, if needed, I could depend on. We could buy a house together. We can go on trips. We can live a nice life.
So your 3-year-old dad, I'm assuming he had money then.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Oh, let me set this up. 1 second. Sorry, y'all.
Okay. You're definitely in great shape.
Yeah, I have to be.
You're a fitness instructor.
Yeah.
So, with your 3-year-old dad, is there a minimum money requirement you would take, or it doesn't matter to you?
And again, I don't want this to sound bad, but six figures and on the higher end. And when I say this too, I mean this only for the fact of like the livelihood. Like I'm not, again, I don't ask for money. I'm not like one of those girls who's like, hey, I need this, hey, I need that. But I do want someone who where money is an issue for them. And that's kind of where I'm also trying to get in life. And when I say that, just financially stable, like money isn't going to be an issue in a
Well,
relationship.
financially stable is a different definition for everyone. So you said high six figures. So I mean, what's your definition of high six figures?
You know what? Let me back up though as well. I do want to back up because I will. There's something that I have learned as I've gotten older. It's not necessarily what you have, but it's what you're willing to give. So, if this person, let's say, makes $80,000 a month, but when I say treating me, I feel like I'm being treated right. I love my like love language is time, quality time, but I also do like gifts here and there because I'm like that. Like if I see something that you like, I would want the person to be able to do that for me. I wouldn't want the person to like be not financially stable to the point where we can't on the whim go somewhere and travel, or if I my car might break down, and what if I don't have the funds? Just someone I can depend on, to be honest.
Okay, so one you can depend on. Fair enough. Um, so when was your last relationship?
Um, we're right now in or no, we're in November. So I stopped speaking with somebody in July.
Okay, because we kind of went around in circles. I want to make sure. Sure. You said high six figures. That's not a requirement.
I would prefer someone who was that who does have some money.
So what's your definition of high six figures?
Someone who, like doctors, they can make anywhere.
No, what is the high six figures number? Why are you giving me so much
Because I don't want to
information?
seem like I'm just for their
Well,
money.
you're
But I
seeing
would,
me how well, it's not
oh,
you can't think this is who you are. So
yeah,
if you
you're right.
don't like who you are, then
Yeah.
that's on you.
Okay. So
But
I
I mean you can't, I mean you only can seem who you naturally are. So if you
that's
don't like this part of you, then only you can change that. But I need a definition of what number is high six figures to you.
300,000, 400,000. Like the people I've dated, that's what they've made. So that's what I feel
Right,
comfortable.
but okay, so let's go back to your child's father. What did he make around that amount of money?
He's a millionaire. Yeah.
Okay, so why didn't you work things out with him?
I told you it just got really just. Well, I'm not going to stay with someone for the money. The relationship got really bad. He had a child on me. It just wasn't healthy.
So yeah, so maybe the money, because I think okay, so but the money is still important. So if you're saying high six figures, your child's father was a millionaire. He cheated on you, got somebody else pregnant. Were you guys pregnant at the same time?
No, after. So I had
After.
my son was about 2 years old.
Were you guys in a relationship?
Yeah.
You were. Okay. So then you ended things with him.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the next man, I mean, would you date a man that made less than 300K?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're used to a certain lifestyle. This is what happens at times, but I challenge the women who have the money requirements to think of all the reasons why you left. And then
Yeah.
you'll maybe realize that maybe money isn't first important.
Yeah, and that's when I'm learning that it doesn't that's not a deal breaker or anything for me. If you ask like for a preference, but then again, you're totally right by what you say. I don't disagree to anything that you're saying.
And I'm not saying, I think people always say I'm trying to put struggle love. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get people to understand the difference in what you say you want and then what's most important, right?
Right.
So, not saying you can't find a 400K man
Right.
that will be faithful and treat you as you deserve. I mean, you're a pretty girl,
Thank
so it definitely is possible. But I was just trying to get to the root of what you're
my
saying.
my preference and what's most important to me is honestly really a good guy. Like that's the most important to
Well,
me.
what's your definition of a good guy?
Somebody who I can trust, I can depend on, someone who I feel like is going to like my biggest thing is comfort, feeling comfortable with my person. And when I say that, protected, like where I don't have to worry about those things that I've had to worry about in the past, being lied on, lied to, being embarrassed, like, just someone that is really just ready to really, really get things going, like in a serious manner, not in a like just dating just for fun. Like, because like I said, I do want a husband.
Got you. Okay. Let's keep going, Jasmine.
Mhm.
Did I actually think I did. We did a Kendra Cam too. All right. So, what are three flaws you have to work on?
Uh, I would say for me, I go to therapy, so I've been told by my therapist that I am a bit controlling, and I see that, and sometimes I don't think in necessarily a bad way, but I can say that, and sometimes I can be controlling of situations. Um, I would say something else I could possibly work on is maybe not taking everything so lightly. Like when you ask me, or being comfortable with who I am. Like when you ask me about the money and the funds, things like that kind of make me uncomfortable. So just being more like
Think
com-
about that though for a second. Why does that make you uncomfortable?
I don't know. I guess like just the person I've always been. I never am like you need to do this or you need to have this going on and this to like me or to date me. I kind of just like let people be who they are. Money makes me like talking about money. I'm not the most comfortable with that. Just because I know that everyone has a different you have a different season in your life. So I don't want to like say, oh, I don't want this type of person because what if I need that type of person in my life in this season? So I'm just open.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay. So, Jasmine, do you want more kids?
I do.
You
I do.
do. Could
Yeah.
the guy have kids already?
Yeah, that's okay. Kids, plural, I would preference no. But and when I say like I wouldn't want anyone who has 3 or 4 kids. I really would prefer someone who wasn't married previously. And the reason why I say these things is because like someone who's been married before, they might have certain icks and things that they don't want to do again. Whereas I haven't really done a lot in life outside of just having a child. Like so I haven't really experienced like those things.
Okay. Okay. So this is Jasmine, Orlando, Florida, 30, Gemini, fitness instructor, also insurance adjuster, one child that's 3, so you can't have kids. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Me, because I'm fun, I'm outgoing, I'm very positive person, and I'm like really someone that a man would like because he can always lean on me. So I'm supportive. Yeah.
So you can lean on me
Can't do that, baby.
when you're not strong.
Oh,
I'll be your friend. I'll be your friend. I'll help you
okay.
carry on. Lean on me for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. All right, let's do it, Jasmine. Oh, Jasmine, what's the age range you would date?
Oh, I like my men older. So like my son's father, he's 40. So I would say I'm 30 now. I wouldn't want to date anyone over 45. But I would prefer anyone. I do prefer the 40 club though.
The
Yeah.
40 Club.
Yeah.
40 Club. All right, so Jasmine, I can't remember. Should he be in Orlando?
Preferably no, he doesn't have to be in Orlando, but he would have to be willing to travel here because again, I do have a son and my son's father is in his life. So that's important to me as well.
Okay. So this is Jasmine, Orlando, Florida, 30, Gemini, fitness instructor, insurance adjuster, one child that's 3 years old. Does your child's father pay child support?
No, we do split time, no child support. I do my part, he does his part. No.
Well, this is gonna sound real gold diggerish, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna say it anyways. You
Mm-hmm.
got baby by a millionaire and you don't get child support?
I wouldn't that be crazy, you guys? So y'all see, I'm not about the money. I'm not about the money. No, I do not. I do. I literally, we have split time custody. Whatever he does on his end, he does on his end. But I don't ask for anything. I get it. I get out the mud. Yeah.
Why?
Um, not to go too deep into my business, but I would just say this: it's much easier to do it this way than to do it that way with the person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. I understand. All right. Let's do it. So let's do it, Jasmine. How can the guy reach out to you, boo?
Instagram is She Pink Diamond, so it's SHEPInkDiamond, but with the Z, no S. Yeah.
Is it at the bottom?
That's actually my fitness page, She Pink Fitness, but it would just be She Pink Diamonds. So instead of a S on diamonds, it would be Z.
So is it not fitness? Is She Peak Diamonds with a Z?
Yeah, that's my Instagram page. This is like YouTube. I just got on here from YouTube. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, fair enough. Keep me posted how it goes, babe.
Okay, I will. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
You're welcome.